Hello everyone, my name is Poonam Shrestha and I'm pursuing my MBA in Hospitality Management. This presentation is for my managerial economics subject and my topic is interest rate increases effect on the economy. So in this presentation I will be explaining how an increasing in interest rates affects the economy. Let's begin with understanding interest rates. So as you all can see the chart out here, it is explaining about the interest rate. So interest rate is the cost of the reward for saving usually set by the central bank in Nepal. I will be discussing about Nepal Rashtra Bank. That's the Nepal Rashtra Bank. Higher rates encourage saving. Obviously, it encourages savings and reduce borrowing, while lower rates have the opposite effect. They stimulate spending and investment. So coming to the next slide, it will be discussing about impact overview of interest rate increases. So when interest rates rises, they influence key areas of the economic such as inflation, employment, investment, national income, exchange rate, and obviously consumer spending. Okay, let's talk about inflation, how it impact. Okay, so higher interest rate helps control inflation because people tend to save more and spend less with less demand. Prices grow more slowly, helping stabilize the economy. Well, this slide will be talking about employment, how impact on employment will be affecting the business. Okay, however, higher borrowing cost can slow business growth, leading to temporary unemployment, though in the long term it supports a more stable job market. So this slide will be discussing about impact on investment and capital markets. So talking about rising interest rates make loan costlier, reducing business investment. So investors often move funds from the stock market to safer bonds or deposit, which can cause a decline in market performance. So this will be very important and interesting because it will be talking about national income, which will help in the growth of the nation too. So higher interest rates can also slow GDP growth, which is very critical because of reduced spending and investment. Now I will be talking about exchange rates and consumer spending. So in Nepal, higher rates attract foreign capital and strengthen the Nepali rupees, but this can make exports more expensive and imports cheaper. Consumer also spend less and save more due to the higher deposit returns, which is one of the most critical part. So now we are in the end of our presentation. So to conclude, increasing rates is a key tool used by central bank to maintain economic stability. Although it can slow the economy in the short term, but it helps to achieve the sustainable growth in the long term. Well, that's all for today. Thank you so much for your time and attention. It was pleasure sharing my presentation. Hope you found it informative. Thank you for watching.